Coast City, Mexico on EA Sports. Today we've got another installment of the International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans.
Hot.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Mexico City. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Chingo. So you're going to be calling me here in a little bit.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin.
Oh, okay, Jarwin.
35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the
they should have had the broadcaster in Spanish.
An effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often
defense.
The normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Prescott throwing complete to Cobb.
What the hell?
Him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Elliott. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun.
Yeah, baby.
Intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board.
Right back to you. Oh, shit.
There, you saw the end result.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And now it's 2nd down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And able to catch it on the left side, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly,
damn, he was open too.
Back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Going to take a shot for goal. And this is going to wind up incomplete.
You have
coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got
no!
Taking it right down Broadway.
Son of a bitch.
Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 66 yards.
God,
as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Missed. Dang it.
Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a
No way, no, no way, no.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Oh!
Your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands.
Come on,
and make
baby.
the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On second down, here's Miller. 2
Get off me,
yards
Quinn.
for first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And Stills bringing it in. No gain there in the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down now, it's Miller. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will
he got picked up too. Damn it.
Midfield
I rushed
at
it for
the
nothing.
50-yard line. They've got good starting field position.
Come on, guys. Come on.
First and 10,
start your bullshit.
Right at the 50-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. This is caught.
Did he catch that? Oh my God, that's stupid.
49 yards there, a big one. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes...
Are you serious?
Take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now.
Did I make you mad?
How are we going to slow down this running game? Because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Okay.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
So down, you're making
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And the team script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
He knew my play.
Game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Fucking switch it.
Now on second and 13. Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Man.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. from the gun. Here's Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40. First connection of the afternoon for those two. It's good for a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that,
could have had more.
Get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On the move to his left. And they'll get him down.
Damn, I tried to slide. It didn't slide.
To 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins.
Yeah, baby.
Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 39 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott.
Oh, my God! What the hell?
First down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play.
My God.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama,
goddamn luck,
inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Should have been 3 and out, dude. Goddamn Madden cheese.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Yeah, baby.
Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Elliott.
Short, baby. Short.
Get there. Might have even lost a yard. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Drop deep.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins.
Oy!
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 2nd and 7, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. The catch made by Miller. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Play action from Miller. Now Watson rolling to the top. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
No, I didn't.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown.
Woo, that was scary.
It's the fullback taking it in as they are an extra point away now from this football game. Extra
yes.
point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
Watch it, a fumble.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even a...
Yeah, baby!
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
There you go, baby.
After the interception, here's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and touchdown. Texans.
Yes.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Dang it.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We'll get him, D. We'll get him again, D.
Was a pretty one play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's Jaleel Adai
we'll get him
who
again.
brings him down. 10 carry now for Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Elliott, and he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down, Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Get off the train, Troy.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves.
There you go, baby.
And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I thought I caught it.
Intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Now,
receiver, and he's brought down. Merciless, barreling in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really
look at him,
give
JJ.
anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean...
Too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his
I thought they were going to count me down at the 1. I was like, shit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for the
I had that one.
Picked off at the 45. And
You gotta be shitting me.
At their own 44-yard line.
That was fucking bullshit.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Go, 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 go.
And this will be a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got it.
Yeah, baby.
So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Is it
the
mine?
Texans say they have it. They do. He had gained
I have it.
yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. That's
by
his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's going to get this inside
that
the 30.
works.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's checking.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
Ah!
It's terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Ooh, I had it.
Battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
No, baby, no.
There, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finich.
Damn.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson looks to throw again. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one.
Touchdown, baby.
Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one.
I wish I would have been.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Good first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going to start the drive, but that
Damn, he fucking moved too slow for that play.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get there. Hey, 24.
Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Leighton Vander Esch.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 10 there. In the first half, he was checked on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Yeah,
he
baby.
takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Watson. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
I was trying to hit him with that fade.
Wide. Always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw is Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they're going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. They will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out,
Decky, I hit you, baby. I hit you.
It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4.
Come on, JJ Twat. Get in there, baby.
2nd down. Play action now. Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Oh, snap. You're going
Still
for
just
it.
the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw is Prescott.
Ah, that stupid fucking play.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. So a 1st and 10
you like
now
it.
in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, you've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Prescott.
Ooh!
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, baby.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
Nowhere, baby.
All you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Flushed out right. And
yeah, baby.
Another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I'm back, baby.
On 1st down, Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. Touchdown.
Yeah, baby.
Houston. Lamar Miller, 47 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
I kinda.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I can sit down
for
now.
this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you
hit your
man
quarterback
or zone.
late, too.
Eventually, that becomes man on man.
I have my back turned.
You've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
You caught it.
On 1st down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
What the fuck?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I saw that as soon as I freaking hit the button.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
Intended that time for Cooper. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
That hope
He'll be brought
closed
down
up
just shy of
fast.
midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Watson being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Good quarter.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll run on 1st down.
Come on, dude. Hold your blocks.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey. Begin.
Why did I spin?
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line.
I could have had some yards.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Hey, come forward.
Watson now to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
No!
There he goes.
Fucking tank.
Second back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36.
Oh, baby.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Yeah.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Prescott.
Yeah, baby.
He's going to go down again. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
Fuck, I fell with J.J.
Garrett
Twat like a dummy.
to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I wanted to do something cool.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down,
defense.
or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips,
picked them up.
heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now
No, sir.
Third down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a first and 10 inside the 15. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Here's Watson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not
yeah, because you were kicking my ass at the beginning.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left scales way behind.
And I was like, wait a minute. Now, this is an ass whooping.
The party was over.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
But I give you your props, AB. You didn't quit.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still can.
And he's taking
baby.
Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work an exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will.
Hey!
Not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. Incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty.
That was badass.
And it's fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
Shit,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
Good game.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style. And a different
baby,
flow.
that's a win.